Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to another edition of KitSZN. Back at your regularly I zoomed out Fox. Back at your regularly scheduled Thursday night here in
Where was I?
KitSZN. Oh, what? Oh, because of you. Hey, if it were, I also messed up like 3 or 4 times. Just not messed up. Had to move us a few times this year. So it ebbed and flowed. It balanced out, I think. Maybe.
No, it's about I zoomed out. Or
Oh, shoot. Yeah.
where'd I go?
Right. You're out there trying to find more kits for us to rate, so KitSZN does not end.
Never ends.
Never stop.
Always
Judging.
in season.
Yes. But as I said last few weeks, today there will be an end of season giveaway. This was supposed to be the end, but a few teams didn't get the memo and they released kits anyways. So we will be doing our end of season giveaway. We have lots of cool stuff to give away, as well as talk about some amazing kits. And there's a few disagreements. A new addition to the Fives Club, and maybe one that has a debate to be in there. So, yeah. So stay tuned for what should be a really, really fun episode here tonight. I'm really looking forward to it. So, but as we always do, we gotta give a massive shout out to our lovely, lovely patrons down below. John Hunt, Frank Anthony, Christopher Cohn, Harry Yassin, John Fuller, Michael Boots, Joshua Duder, Noah Telford, Alberto Aguilar, Jeremy Churchman, Stephen Howard, Ryan Lacara, Tim Knotts, NFREG 30, MOS, Kunal Patel, Olive the Hedgehog, Andrew Towsley, Madcap Peel, and Ryan Smetzler. Love all the support that we always get from you lovely, lovely patrons. So
You're the best.
Yes.
Facts.
So what I want to start us off with here tonight, besides, as always, showering love to our patrons, is to go to give a little bit of a shout out to our hometown heroes here with our first kit tonight. Yeah, see, yeah, you saw that one. You got it. You did it. Our first kit of tonight goes back to Loudoun United FC and their hometown heroes kit. Now, this is something that I do every year, and I actually like the take on this one compared to previous year. So, without further ado, here is the hometown hero kit from Loudoun United. So, what are your initial thoughts here, Fox? I feel like I've talked way too much for the last 4 minutes. So, what are your first thoughts?
Underwhelming, sadly.
Okay.
Because they showed this video. Do you have the hype video for this?
I don't, but let me look it up.
So when I was first Googling it to see what it looks like to put it up, there's this beautiful video that shows like firefighters and just people helping each other, and then all of a sudden this kit comes up, and it's just like, oh, okay, because it's hard to see in the details on this, but it's just has the blue part of it, and there's like stars in it, and it kind of just fades into white.
Yeah.
But then it has the classic Loudoun logo, so which has like the almost off-putting red in this situation, which I know a lot of people are very big sticklers on keeping the badge the color that it's supposed to be. But I feel like if you're able to make it match, give us a cool, blue, ice blue and white pinwheel on the back.
Right.
I feel like that would have been cool. But otherwise, I mean, it's kind of just like an icy blue fade.
Mm-hmm.
And for something that's supposed to be representing such a good cause, good thing, I feel like we just didn't really represent them the way we should be.
I slightly disagree, and here's our disagreement. Our scores part number 1, by the way, tonight. I will say
We're only
I
0.5 off.
classic red, white, and blue like checker or like motif. They actually did something a little unique. It almost reminds me of like a waving flag with the fading of the blue and the white. I think it's a bold, unique color choice as well, and I really do appreciate the swing here as something different. And I
I'll
think
agree with that.
that is what I really do like about this. You also know I'm a sucker for a white kit. So you just want to like a splash of color, you know I'm gonna love it. So that's kind of where I am at this. I like what they attempted to do, and if this would have been paired with last year's pinwheel and then that dark shadow kit, I think it was called, these would have been like a great trio. I think the light blue would have like it stands out, but I think this year's I don't think it does quite as much. But I like the use of the light blue, particularly for Loudoun's heavy black and red look.
Right.
Personally,
Yeah. I mean, you're not wrong. So it's just again like it's not an ugly kit. It's not a bad looking kit.
mm-hmm.
And I do agree that I'm glad that it's not just either one like a classic like military.
Right.
It's hometown heroes. So it's talking more about the people who are actually in your communities helping you out.
Yes.
But I'm glad that it's not just like, oh, let's throw a couple badges on there, or throw a couple like, supplement boring looking thing. It
We're
is
looking at you,
interesting.
Charlotte.
Charlotte, you son of a.
They did better though on Chit tonight, though. I will say.
I love that. This is where our disagreement is when we get to that one.
Yes.
I do not understand your score because this one, we're only 0.5 off. Like we're close on this one. I think we both agreed to the fact like it is a nice looking kit. I just feel like it's underwhelming for what it's supposedly representing.
Right.
It's almost hard to tell too. Like almost you can barely see the stars, so it's almost just like an ice blue going into the white. And again, I love the ice blue, and I like the white, but I feel like they could have incorporated it throughout more. Like it almost looks like the American flag is leaving us
right
to nothing and not taking over like it should. It's like, oh no, where did the American flag go, or where did the stars and stripes go? So yeah. Do you want to join the scores or should I?
Let's have you hop in real quick. I'm having some Wi-Fi issues on my end, so
Yeah,
I'll let you speak first.
Design and aesthetics, again, I give it 3. Like when I first look at this, it's just not aesthetically pleasing to me. Like it has the stars on there. Like I feel like the hat that it's showing at the top almost has more details than the actual kit does, and that's disappointing. Authenticity and tradition, though, I did give it 4. I feel like it's trying to represent, and it's doing it in a different way that we've seen before. So I appreciate it that it's still like a Loudoun kit.
Right.
Visual details and execution, I mean, what they were trying to do, I think they executed. I think the visual details are there. Because I don't appreciate what they did.
Yeah.
And then innovation impact, I give it 3. Like, there's a little bit of it. Like, I can't say that I've seen it before, but I can't say that we're going to see it again either.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I feel like if something's innovative and impactful, like the first map kit, the first one I remember was like San Diego.
That's the first one I really remember. Yeah.
Yeah. So like that one hit hard, and then like the next year everybody had one. Like that was that was the impact.
It was them and Atlético Mineiro. They were like the first ones who really did it.
Yeah, and did it right. So now, I don't think anybody's going to be doing something that feels like something's getting cleaned off the jersey.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah. Yeah. So that was a 375, 325. Whoa. Yeah. Were we really that off on this one? I thought we were only.
Did I type that in wrong? I typed that in wrong.
I'm a 3.5. Yeah.
It's been a fun day.
I thought we were only like a half point. I know, dude. I agree. This has been a rough Thursday. Not even like bad, just busy.
Yeah. I love my new job too, just taking away all my time here. But that doesn't mean you stop for y'all. So we're doing six tonight, by the way. But with this kit, I want to dive into my store. I think aesthetically, I love this. It's not like perfection for me, color wise, and like terms of creativity for me. What I think like what I epitomize for like fun and creative. But this is a solid 4 for me. I like the overall look of this. I think for authenticity and tradition, I like the use of the flag. I think the stars with the fading colors reminds me of the flag. And I think that is a very fun and authentic, very DC suburb type of thing that you see from Loudoun here that I really appreciate them doing and then doing it in a fun twist, which goes back into design and aesthetic. So I give it a 4 there. I think this is something that's really cool and will definitely resonate with those within the community. And I think that is important, as well as kind of really highlight, at least to me, what it feels, kind of shows the flag in this, but not in their normal blue colors. I think the light blue is really good. When it comes to visual details and execution, I give it a 5. I love what they did. They executed it great. The fading is phenomenal. The stars look amazing. And I love how also the cuffs on the sleeves are also that light blue. It really helps add color to what would have been just almost like a half stash kit, basically what this would have been with the fade. It would have been half the light blue, half the white. So they've added in this the cuffs on the side, just add a little bit more color to it, which I really enjoy. But like Fox said here, when it comes to innovation impact, this isn't anything like that's new. They might have done a little something different with the they want to do like a flag type of motif. It's not anything new. So I still give it a 3. I think it'll have a good impact, and I definitely remember people talking about this when this came out. And I definitely think this did well on their August 30th match there. So overall, it's a 4 for me with Fox's 3.5. It's a 3.75 overall. Like, this is good. I like this overall.
Yeah, this is. I mean, it's not one of my favorite Loudoun kits, but it is one of my favorite like themed kits from the season so far.
Yeah. Right. Hey, but I think, yeah. And I will say what is nice about Capelli, though, is that I think given their price point, I think more people could be rocking the kit like this, given the lower price point. So as we dive into the kit value here, you see here on the screen, it's only $80. Sorry, 85. Oh no, I messed up. Oh no. There it is.
That messes up the score completely.
I
All
know.
right, so it's 44.12 now.
So,
but still, being in the 40s, like I feel like all the kits we've been doing, we've been rating high too, but they've always been like $95, $100. So they've all been in the 30s with the kit value.
Right.
So now this one's at a 44. So collector wise, this is a better deal.
Right.
Overall.
And I think that's important I personally think for this kit here, because I think this is going to be one of those single night kits that they're going to sell quite a bit over the year, but like they're going to work one time. So you can take a swing and a miss, and at being at this price, you can kind of be a little bold. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And if you're the few who kept it, you know what I mean? It's going to be one of those rarities. It's not going to be the typical home and away. Like, oh, what was that? Oh, yeah, back in 2025.
Right.
And you have a story. It's a talking point.
Exactly. So that's why I think this score being a 44.12 kit value is amazing. And I think its score of a 3.75 is a solid value for this kit. I think it accurately depicts what this is. This isn't one of the top tier kits, but it's definitely not something to be slept on. I think it's definitely one of those that's an engine towards being in the conversation of being a pretty decent kit. And at a minimum, it's above average, and it's something to be talked about. And I definitely do like Capelli with how they did here.
I also appreciate that so many more teams are coming out with like collections for their kits.
Yes.
So like
I
this
have
one
noticed
has the hat, a lot of times just scarf ones and stuff like that. Like I was just looking at Louisville City because they just dropped a new pink kit, which we're not really going to talk about here because it's a template. I still like it, but you know they have the scarf that goes with it, and like this has I like this hat a lot. So I appreciate that more of these teams are coming out with more and more full collections for their jerseys.
which you'll see in pretty much almost every kit that we're talking about tonight. Will have a bit of a collection to it too.
See?
But yeah, so we really enjoyed this Loudoun United hometown hero kit. It looks really sharp. I'm honestly excited to see what they do next year with this same idea. This hasn't been a yearly thing for them. So yeah, let's see it. And we'll move on to our next kit.
Keep it up, Loudoun.
Yes, keep it up. Speaking of keeping up, honestly, I was a little, I don't say surprised per se, but I was a little, I was waiting for them to release a third kit this year, given that they've only released the one kit up to, actually, I think that was up till yesterday, this season. And it was a solid kit, really good. We enjoyed it. But I was waiting for that third kit to drop. That one's like just shattered the internet.
So like one was really nice, but it wasn't like out of the park.
Hey, at this point it might be out of the city.
That was a baseball reference.
Yeah, no, it is, but they moved now. They moved cities. But I was trying to add on to it. I don't know. But if you don't know what I'm talking about here, we're talking about the new Oakland Roots kit, the Bay Waters kit. I'm gonna pop this thing up on here. This thing's just straight up amazing. This is just amazing. I'm gonna read this blurb out for anyone who wants to just you can't see it. The Oakland Roots Sports Club, in partnership with the San Francisco Museum of Modern Art, therefore it's already gonna be a banger. They're like working with art. You can't not have a banger if you're working with the art people. Just saying. And they unveiled the 2025 Charlie Third, designed by internationally recognized Oakland-based artist Musée Sese, hope I'm saying that right, at an exclusive drop at SF MoMA. Inspired by the powerful work, the sun has reached the same point as the moon above the ocean. The kits will debut on the field Tuesday, October 7th at the Oakland Coliseum as Oakland Roots take on the Athletic. And they will be available for purchase at the game. Now, if you see here, here's like the inspiration for the kit. And I don't care what you are, like how you like this kit, whatever. You see the direct connection, and it turned what was already a piece of art. Yeah, I'm just gonna pop this up here anyway. Y'all should be surprised. What should be a piece of art beautifully got transitioned into a kit. And I think that is important to note here.
Mm-hmm.
Some teams forget the transitioning parts, like what makes the art turn into a beautiful kit.
Yeah.
This does it.
Yeah, there's a lot of like I've seen like Van Gogh kits and stuff like that. And those, I mean, they're cool, but it's cheesy.
Yes,
because it's hitting the nail on the head. Like it's so obvious. Like, oh, of course we're going to do Van Gogh. It's a Starry Night, and it's the same style. But like this is a modern artist. This is somebody who's from the area. I was reading his interview with this, and he's talking about how this is like putting his two loves together. Yeah. So he actually has a passion for the city and for what he's doing. So there's that local connection that just makes it more powerful than transforming what is art elsewhere and just slapping it on a kit versus utilizing the art and having the artist transform it, as you said, into, I mean, honestly, a fashion statement.
Yeah. Because, like, making something that's art into an art like turn it into something that's also fashionable and beautiful on a different medium is an art in and of itself. So huge credit to Charlie for this, by the way.
Yeah.
They've I think I've kind of been they got a little burnt out on some of the kids. I didn't like what they did with Pittsburgh. I didn't like what they did with a few of the others. They seemed a little subdued for my liking this year. But then you see works like this, and you can see the quality once again, particularly with Oakland. Oakland and Charlie might be one of the best partnerships
The
that I
best
can
duo in
remember.
the league.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'll agree
like
to that because I mean, I just like even so we could talk about like the away kit. Was it
yeah,
kind of boring? I mean, I love what they were doing with it, but it wasn't like crazy. So, and especially for something that's from Oakland, Oakland is known for their super creative, stylish, artsy jerseys.
right,
So this kit coming out brings that back. You're like, okay, there's an Oakland kit.
right, and especially obviously, I think the what we're referring to is the Oakland A's kit that they did
Right,
inspired to with the white with the green and yellow, the now moved athletics, and which still got a 4.5, by the way. Might I add, it got a
right.
4.5. It did really stellar for a basic white kit, which had some great detailing, but it was more of a subtle take. And then you see this, and this is like what we like to see with a third kit. Fun, creative, bold. We're in your face. We're gonna go viral. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, I see these articles all throughout our Instagram. It's just constantly like people I don't even follow. It's
Yeah.
just the ads that are popping up for articles and stuff. Oakland Rouge drops new artist collab kit. I'm like, no, duh, this is what they do. This is what we expect from Oakland. Step up your game. Other news outlets, come on.
And other teams, because Charlie is
Yes.
making
Yeah.
them look
Right.
amazing.
That's the thing. Like Charlie does such a good job with these teams. Like we need to see the other teams utilize Charlie. Because
Right.
I agree with you. Like Pittsburgh, I liked what they were doing, especially the Riveters. I liked a lot what they were trying to do. I know we had different takes. You don't like schematics, but if Charlie will work with artists from those cities, I mean Pittsburgh, they got some sick art down there, up there.
They have
But
to. Hmm.
or if you're looking on your screen, up there. But so I have high expectations when teams have Charlie, and it kills me when
Yeah.
it's just not to sound like this, but like some guy in the office who's talking to Charlie and not like collaborating with the community. This is a
Yeah.
collaboration with local artists in the community, and it's beautiful. This is a piece of art that happened to come from a separate piece of art.
Right. And I think what's important, if you haven't followed the show here, one of our favorite things is the tie to localness. And I think doing a local artist collab and executed well with the transition between the art and the kit will always get you a high grade.
Hmm.
And this kit epitomizes that. It just looks flawless. Plus, the colors are not Oakland Roots colors. I think that's even more important here.
Right.
The toned down green, the red. I think there's a purple, a
Mhm.
gold thrown in to kind of like highlight over stuff, and it just like looks fun. It looks creative. It's everything that we asked for. It's well executed once again by Charlie, as we keep saying. And this thing's just going everywhere on the internet. And this is just a fun thing that I haven't really seen. The only thing that I think that we've seen similar to but still distinctively different, was the Bayern away kit that had like the town and the villages like kind of
Mm.
on the stripes there for Bayern Munich. But they're still not the same thing.
It feels
Similar
so bad constantly having to compliment Bayern Munich on their jerseys.
thing. I hate it so much.
I know. It's like, ugh, they did a really good job.
I know, like shoo away. But yeah, I mean, if you see your score down below. This kit deserves to be in the Fives Club. It is amazing. It is perfection. It is what we are looking for. And there's
Yeah,
been quite a few of them this year. If you look at our Fives Club
it's a
history, a lot of them
banging
from this
list.
year, yeah, when teams do it right, and there's been a lot more this year doing it right, you will see the cream of the crop doing it to perfection. This is a great example of that.
Yeah. One thing that I think is actually kind of cool about this imagery is that it kind of reminds me. So I taught fourth grade like science a lot, and you look at like the layers of soil.
Oh yeah, like I don't
And
say topographical, but yeah,
no,
I
yeah,
know what
not
you're talking
topographical,
about.
but like if you look at like this, like you cut layers of the earth, you see like the layers of the earth and the different layers of soil. You got the rocks, you got the topsoil, you got the inner soil. I can't name them all, but you got all these different layers of soil. I feel like that's giving me this imagery is giving me that, which then
Yeah.
goes in with roots, you know, because you have to be able to get through all these things to lay deep roots. So that imagery is even perfect with this. And I feel like this goes with our Kayla rule that I could just wear this rocking jeans. Like
Yeah.
this isn't it it's creative enough, but honestly, I don't feel like it's wild. Like it's not
Yeah.
bright colors that pop out at everything and
It's
like
muted.
yeah, it's the way it's muted. It's so subtly done, but still creatively done. Like this is
Hmm.
one of my absolute favorites. So I'm kind of upset that it's not like available.
Yet.
That's sure. Yeah, I don't know if they're waiting to like let the locals buy it at the game first or
Well, here's actually what it says.
oh
The
okay.
Charlie 30 will be available at a special release event celebrating SF
Right.
MoMA's museum store Thursday, October 2nd, so that's today, and at Dines Gallery, Section 105 in the Oakland Coliseum on the 7th, where Musée will be displaying his artwork throughout the game. So basically, if you're not in Oakland and you didn't get sent one, tough luck
So
getting one of these.
yeah,
Just saying.
this is that like collector speed that we're gonna be here in like in 5 years. It's like you see these on eBay for like $400 or something
Oh
crazy
yeah,
like that.
scalpers. Hmm.
Yep, scalpers. First
All
with
that's
Pokemon and then with jerseys.
all I gotta say with this is the absolute perfection. I want to wrap this up because we got 6 kits tonight. I'm gonna do 7.
We
We have
got
6
four
kits
more
tonight.
go.
And this kit is what we're looking for. Oakland, you did it once again, and I'll say this for the final time. Oakland and Charlie might be the best pairing between club between like a kit manufacturer and a club
Hmm.
in the USL. The only team that comes close is Ballard with Inaria. That might be the only one that comes second. That comes close to this, in my opinion. But well done once again from the roots.
Boom.
Welcome to the Fives Club.
Again.
Yes, again. So so we talked about this tip being subtle and a bit more muted. This next one, nah, it's
Nah.
not.
Nah.
It is not. So let me go ahead and talk about the new Mexico United Meow Wolf kit here for 2025. And listen, the moment you know it's Meow Wolf and it's Mexico United, you know for a fact. Oh, wait, that's not the right one.
Okay, good. I
That's not
said,
the
okay, I
right
thought it
one.
was in Puma.
I had that one. Oh no, where did it go? Okay. I found it. I found it. I
Okay.
found it.
That makes me feel better because like I was oh man, I definitely rated the wrong kit.
Yeah. Whoa, I had the wrong link. What? Okay. So, Fox, you talk about it as I pull up the right picture. But this is the Meow Wolf Night kit for New Mexico United.
Yeah, so something that New Mexico United has done for a few years now is have a special edition kit with collaboration with is it DJ, right? Meow Wolf. And
Yes.
they usually have like a concert and everything, and it's a really cool thing that they do within New Mexico. So I absolutely love it. Um, this kit is a special one night kit. It's interesting because it's not Puma, and Puma's their brand. So I think it's honestly it's kind of cool though that Puma's like, you know what, you can have this one night to have a special kit that's not a like warm up
Right.
kit, because I feel like most of them are cool. Like I know, like obviously I follow Louisville, and they usually have warm up kits that are the special edition ones, and it's through like official league or a couple other leagues that make
Right.
special kits for them.
But they're not wearing them.
But it's not official game day wear. This is an official game day wear, and the thing that's cool about these is that it's a little bit different. It went almost more subtle, which is kind of weird to say with the giant Meow Wolf through the front, but it
In
has
rainbow colors.
the rainbow colors, but it has like the detailings just throughout, and it's almost like a lava lamp is the way I could see it.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I think it's a really cool thing.
I think it fits the theme for New Mexico. I'll put it away. At least from a kit perspective, it fits them.
1,000%. I mean, I'll jump into my scores.
Yeah.
Design and aesthetics, like when you just first see this, honestly, it kind of looks just like a black kit, but then like the framing has all the gel going, the lava.
Yeah.
Or amoebas. Maybe they're amoebas coming through. So it's kind of plain, but still really cool looking. And I love the rainbow design throughout, like the badge. I don't know what brand that is. I'll be 100% honest, or if it's a collab.
I think that's Meow Wolf, actually.
Is that the Meow Wolf logo?
Yes. Well, it's one of their logos, but yes.
Well, there you go. See, this shows how cool and hip I am. 30s are hitting me hard, man. So I was about to say I like the design. So it was a 4 for me for that authenticity and tradition. They do this every year, right? It's got to be. If I see a Meow Wolf, I don't even know what it is. It's a New Mexico United thing.
Right. Which, by the way, to your point, Meow Wolf is an American arts and entertainment company that creates large-scale interactive and immersive art installations headquartered in Santa Fe, not too far from Albuquerque.
So it's not a DJ.
Mm-hmm.
It's an installation company.
So basically, they make artwork, and that's why their kits are always art, because of Meow Wolf partnership.
Yeah, I always wanted to go to like one of those like traveling installations that like you open up it looks like you're in a convenience store, and then you open up the thing and you go down a slide, and then you're in another room that's all mirrors or something.
Yeah.
I feel like that's something that sounds like what you were just reading. Yeah.
Which, by the way, for those who are unaware, I'm gonna pop this video up because I want to see how cool this looks, because this looks kind of dope. So sorry to interrupt, but this is like what it's like to go through a Meow Wolf exhibit. Like,
so yeah, this is exactly what I was talking about. Yeah.
Yeah, these vibes. I don't care about you talking, but like you just see the weird, the wacky, the art. I love how they have a Meow Wolf Night, and it's their main kit sponsor, and it just fits with New Mexico United. I love it so much.
Yeah,
I want more of this.
Cool if they had this like throughout the stadium.
Right.
You're just walking through like, I just want to buy a beer.
Right. So
I get there. But everything else from my thing is a 4, because it's just like visual details and execution. I feel like they executed it right, but there's no real detailing to it. And again, like authenticity and tradition, it's a tradition that they come out with the Meow Wolf kit every year. But on the other hand, it's kind of just, I don't know, the same thing every year in a sense. Innovation and impact, I guess that's where this gets more into. That's the high end for, because I expect to see a Meow Wolf kit every year at this point. So, and I feel like this is almost lesser than some of the other ones I've had. Like the one that they had that's the sideways logo on, stuff like that. I feel like that was more.
Oh yeah, the glitch kit.
Yeah. So this one is almost a more subtle version of those, which is still hard to say when you look at it. Like this one's subtle. Like look at the other ones. Like even the Puma one that you pulled up had more stuff throughout the entire thing.
Oh, the Pride kit. Yeah.
So overall, it's a 4 for me.
So for me here, I also gave it a 4 overall, if you see. But I have a few different vibes. So when it comes to design aesthetics, this is what I'm looking for. It's weird. It's goofy. People are going to be like, hey, what are you wearing right now? This is that kit, what I'm looking for. So it's a 5 for me. It's perfection in terms of design and aesthetics. I love the overall idea. It looks good. The authenticity tradition, even though Meow Wolf is Santa Fe, if I didn't know better and I'm just a random person in the street, no one's going to look at that and think Meow Wolf and New Mexico. And I think that is honestly part of the problem with this. Even though, yeah, you say something about Oakland roots and yada yada, and now I'm kind of hypocritical, and now I should have probably given 5 here. But too late. I was in a different mood when I did this, so I'm just trying to justify my answer here. So,
Me?
yeah, I'm not changing it like someone, and so I gave it a 4 for authenticity and tradition. This is what they do. I love it. It's their vibe. It is what they are. It's what they do. When it comes to visual details and execution, I do think there is a weird amount of blank space. I think that is kind of causing
Yeah.
some concern. Not concern, just some second thought. I think that lack of, I don't say detailing, because you can see the details in the overall shapes. Like you see all the different lines, the curvy patterns, the blending of all the colors. That looked sharp, and the colors look sharp. It looks great. Maybe that should have been designed instead. It's, you know what? Yeah. Okay. So I'm just flipping them. So it's same score.
Same
So design
score.
aesthetics is now a 4 because of that massive blank space, but it is the colors that I'm looking for. When a visual details and execution, everything that is on there is executed perfectly in my opinion, and the colors and the detailing is flawless. I can't be against it. However, I don't give it much of innovation impact. I give it a 3. This isn't something that stands out in terms of creativity from a kit perspective. I think this looks good, and I don't think it has that unique feel to me when
Yeah.
I look at this. Especially when especially with it being primarily black, when New Mexico's home kit is primarily black with some yellow. So I think if they wanted some continuity there, fine. It's just not something that's super innovative. Now, if that pattern was throughout the entire thing, maybe, who knows, like inverse the color, like have a color be the whole thing, and then like the black be the Meow Wolf, the crest, and the logo, maybe. But that's just me being nitpicky as I do. So I give it a 4 here. Spot this 4. This isn't for sale. I couldn't find it anything. Wait, am I on their website? Oh my god, I'm on their website. This has been a long day. 75. What was I doing?
Oh, $75. That's a banger right there.
Yeah.
53.23 kit value.
Yeah, so let me put this up here. This is, man, I've been off today. So it's a 53.33 kit value. This is amazing kit value. And there's also a goalkeeper version, which is actually kind of what I'd hinted at. In terms of like me vibing it. Here, maybe we'll pop it up here. Yeah, here. We put up right over here. Same thing, but it's the goalkeeper version. Like, look how fun that
Yeah, see,
is.
that should be the main one, and the goalkeeper should be just the plain black one.
Yep. Yeah,
Yeah,
see. There it is.
yeah, everyone's going to be buying that one. They done messed up.
That is absolutely amazing. So all I'm saying
You
is
can
if
wear just some jeans with it too.
yeah, and all I'm saying is if you're a kit collector, go to the website. It's only $75. They can't get a better bargain for a kit. Because this kit value store is amazing. 5333. The goalkeeper one, love it. And this one just looks so good. So like, keep doing it. Keep it up. New Mexico. Even though it kind of dropped, it's not a 5. It's still a solid 4. So please keep doing this, please. Please keep doing it. I love this.
They're gonna see this episode and like, Meow Wolf's out. Let's stop.
No, I doubt it. I'm telling people to buy it. So that has been the New Mexico United Meow Wolf Night, or better known as the Ebbs kit, in this case with the goalkeeper being a flow kit. But I'm going to keep calling it Meow Wolf Night kit. So that is it for this one. But as I always would say, if you like what you see here, let me put that off. If you like what you see here, as always, please like and subscribe to the channel. Follow us on Instagram, Blue Sky, for all of our shenanigans and for everything kit related, as well as be involved in our Discord, where you to hear our inner thoughts that are not quite published. Well, they're not here still, but they're not quite as flushed out. And get to converse with us. So,
you're saying you don't think about what you text real quick? Because I know I don't. No,
I don't. But hey, it's fun still to be able to talk with us directly 1v1. So, with that little break there, I'm not going to call it a break, but I'm going to call it what it is. So, this next one is most certainly the most controversial one of the night between Bots and myself here.
Big jump in scores.
So, yeah, there's a big gap here. And I'm just going to dive right into it. This is the Charlotte Independence Hispanic Heritage Night, or as I've dubbed it, Somos Charlotte Kits. Pop it up. Bam. All right. This is the exact same type of thing that AB Alta did, and I didn't like it last week. They just put the names of a place on there, and I cannot consider that something that ties it to local.
But they're all
at least better score. And I personally, I'm going to dive right into my score. You know what? I'm going to dive right into it, and then I'll let you do your thing. So, all right. When it comes to design and aesthetics, I actually don't like this look. I think it looks too cluttered with just all the words in there. I like what they did with the individual words, and kind of it almost reminds me of one of the World Cups where they did that with the names and shrunk them, and then also did some weird bending with it.
It's in the shape of their countries.
There's that too. Yeah, it's in the shape of their countries. Cool. Okay. Fine. Whatever. I like that look. I just don't.
So well detailed.
I see. That's the thing. I don't think it is. It's just words in a country shape. I think that's actually a little lazy, personally. That's me. But I will say, for authenticity and tradition, they are at least trying to honor those within their community. I think I did the same score for AB Ulta. I think this one's a little bit better. Just maybe I just felt better. I gave it a 4 there. I think this is really kind of cool idea what they were going for. But I still don't like it. But when it comes to visual details and execution, I still gave it a 4. I did like what they detailed in terms of how this turned out. I liked how each of the words came into the shape of the country that they're trying to represent. It's like Uruguay, Chile, Peru. They all look like their country. And Puerto Rico. I think it's really cool. I think they executed it well. I do think it still looks a little weird. What?
Cookie Frog, Puerto Rico.
Oh, Cookie Frog. But when it comes to innovation and impact, I give it a 3. This is just a blue kit with text on it in shapes of a country in white. That's it. It's not even graffiti. Like we saw from El Paso. We don't even have some cool overall pattern. So imagine they all just form at the crest of Charlotte Independence. No, this is just random stuff on a kit that's spaced out, and it's duplicated too. I didn't see that in the pattern.
Yeah, there's definitely a line.
Yeah, I personally don't like that overall look, and that's why mine's a 3.5. Like and it's not even like local to Charlotte. It's trying to pull on people who actually I think all these are just like Latino
Yeah,
countries
it's
in
all the
general.
Latino countries. Yeah, so
Yeah, so
Southern
it's not
American
even like
countries.
local to Charlotte. Just like, hey, Latino live in the area. Here's maybe a deer kit at your country, which it's cool. I like that idea. Can we tie it to Charlotte a little bit? I think that's what's really hurting for me, and its overall simplistic nature. I think that really adds me as well. So mine's a 3.5. You tell me why it should be a 4.75
So
instead.
I hear you, and I respect your feelings. Oh God, why am I so big? Uh, and I will also agree that last year's was a lot better. Oh God, did he leave? Not leave, but like, because I don't see it. Oh, okay. He's coming right.
We swiped. I actually swiped on my mouse, and it just went backwards.
This is it, because like I didn't see you anywhere either. Because like usually sometimes I see you at the bottom and stuff like that. So
This is a day. This is a day.
yeah,
Anyways,
it's been a long day for we I got you, brother. Um, I'm gonna work backwards.
okay.
So innovation and impact. The reason why I gave this a 5 is because I hear what you're saying that they are just kind of throwing out a fishing net, trying to get all the different Latinos and Southern Americans into this kit by putting all the countries on there. On the other hand, whenever I see these kits come out, they always seem like the like Latino Heritage Month and stuff like that. It always seems like a Mexico kit. And there's so many more Latino and Southern American countries than Mexico. I absolutely love the kit from last year from Charlotte. It
Yes,
was
that's a better way.
I honestly I think it's a better aesthetically pleasing kit than this one is. But it was one country. And it's like what you talk about constantly about how like the Carolinas, like they have their sunset or they have like a beach, but
Hmm.
how much of the Carolinas has a beach? Just the right
Yeah.
side. And it's two states. So like I agree that it's casting out a wide net,
Hmm.
but I feel like there's a purpose for that because there's going to be more than just people from Mexico who live in Charlotte. There's going to be more than people just from Puerto Rico, from the Dominican Republic. So like, or Chile, which I still love the Chile because it's the thin line because it's the shape of the countries, and I think that's really cool.
Right.
So I hear your point, but to my point, I think it's that I appreciate that they're trying to represent everything without being cheesy with it. Like, oh, here's your country's logo, and here's your country's bird, and here's your country's flag, or whatever, all the symbols that you can Google. Uh, Visual details and execution. Even so, if you don't like the pattern, if you look at the bottom, it has this the Somos Charlotte at the bottom as well, on the bottom left, our right, on its left. It has that on the bottom. I think that detailing is a nice detailing. I actually really like the cuffs. I like the collar. It's a polo. It's a nice polo.
Is it?
It's a nice polo.
It's a polo. I'll live with that.
It's a nice polo. And then authenticity and tradition. This is something that Charlotte does every year. I hear what you're saying. Is it necessarily Charlotte? But are they representing all of the people of Charlotte instead of just making a cool Mexico kit like they did last year? Like again, I absolutely love, and I actually still feel like last year's is probably better than this one. I agree with that. But like that was just it kills me when people say, "Oh, Happy Latino Night." Here's Mexico. You know what I mean?
Okay.
That's like Happy European Night. Here's Germany. Like, are they the only European country?
Not wrong. No.
So is Mexico the only? Latino country.
So,
So,
you
but
know, say, yeah, do the last bit, and I'll just say
the design and aesthetics, visually, I agree. It's like it's not the best. I did give that a 4. That's where it could, and I might have been generous with that because I agree. It's not like cool graffiti. It's not cool print. It is. This is what we talk about constantly. This is a graphic image,
Yes.
and they got the one graphic image on a square and then pasted it to full. I really wish they didn't spread this jersey out. That this is not a good way to look at this jersey. There's images of people wearing it. You could have chose that one. Look at them. Look how cool they look.
No.
Look at those
No.
friends.
No.
It's not as obvious with that issue. I agree with the issue, but it's not as obvious with on these images.
So here's my comp. So Fox gave it a 4.75 overall. I gave it a 3.5. So in the 413 overall. So here's my thing. I understand what you're saying with what you gave it a 5 for innovation and impact. But how does not doing a Mexico kit make that a 5? Just like I don't think they did anything unique in terms of design.
Where's the other one? Where's the other team that did this?
I mean, is it a design, like overall design? Like, it's one thing to just maybe not do a Latino one.
You said innovation. Design, I give a 4.
Sorry, in innovation impact. Yeah, you gave that a 5. How does not doing a Mexico one make that innovation impact a 5? That is the part where I don't think, because I think we kind of said the same thing and we came up with 2 different scores.
Because it's not the same thing that every team does. Every team, they come up with a Latino Heritage Night and it has a Mexican eagle on it, and it's like, that's not a Latino Heritage Night. That's a Mexican Heritage Night.
I don't know how that makes it a 5 though.
It's innovative because they're the only team that doesn't do that.
I mean,
didn't do it.
Being the black sheep make you 5 innovative? I don't know.
Yes. Now you get black. You can make black. Use that wool. Now you got a black sweater. All these other people wearing white sweaters. You're innovative. Doing the same thing as everybody is the opposite of innovation.
Well, I'm going to have.
I'm hoping somebody takes this though and does a better design in the future. Takes this idea of utilizing more than just one country. Even if someone just throws like just a Cuba jersey or just a Puerto Rico jersey, like that's not Latino Heritage Night. And that's what always just breaks me down. Again, if we had a European Heritage Night, that's why it's so hard to have like what is America, because we're everything. You know what I mean? So like that's like sitting there saying like, oh, we're gonna have a European night, and then we all just speak French the entire time and wear red, white, and blue vertical stripes. So like it's France. That's a France night. It's not a. So it's innovative that they are utilizing all of the countries.
All right, I'm gonna leave it at this. I think we're not going to come to I'm going to agree to disagree on this one, because what I think my main thing is, I hear what you're saying and I understand what you're saying. I just don't know how that correlates to such a high score. I'll just leave it at that.
But how is it not innovative?
But how is this?
I can agree that you don't like. I can agree that you don't like the look of it.
Yeah,
I can agree with that. I'm
saying your overall score overall.
Well, that's because of how averages work.
I mean,
5 plus 5 plus 5 plus 4 divided by 4, it equals to 4.75.
That's what I'm saying. How did they get all those 5s and 4? I know you've said it. I'm going to just say, we're going to come to. I'm just saying that's just what just baffles me. Is we're saying these, and it's just, you know what? People in the comments or watching, just like let me know which one of us is even more crazy than the other one here. Because I
feel like innovation and impact is the wrong choice that you chose for category. If you sat there and asked me about authenticity and tradition or visual details and execution, I feel like those are ones that you could have talked me down on.
Well, yeah, I know. I'm addressing the entire thing. It's a 475. This is not a 475 kit to me.
I think it's 475. I have another 5 kit.
All right, enough of that. People, just let us know which one is more right, or if we're somewhere just kind of maybe a 4.13.
Maybe it's a 1 kit and everybody just hates this.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm
Maybe
just
we're
white
just hyping
knighting
up
the whole thing.
whole thing, but who knows? We'll move on. I will say, even with the disagreement in our views on this kit, this is still only an $80 kit.
Good price point.
This is a 55.56 kit value. I don't care what you say. The math says, based off our scores, inflated or not, depending on how you view this, it's still a pretty solid value. As we said, with Capelli, they're able to hit shots with these cheaper kits. They can try stuff. Once again, this is another Capelli team, so they can do that, being at these lower price points. Unlike what you see is some other kits here moving forward.
Right.
So I do like that.
I also appreciate, though, that Charlotte took a swing. If you look at the Capelli kits that they've made this year, they've all been very nice looking, but very traditional.
Yes.
So I do also, that didn't go into my score, but I just want to extra shout out. Like, I appreciate that they did the extra.
Oh, speaking of the extra, by the way, Charlotte, you released the most kits this year that your team wore on the field. Not excluding warm-ups. Your team has the most kits that y'all have released. You are the Napoli of the USL. You have released 6 kits this year, including one-off games. 4 alternatives kits outside your center home and away.
Yeah. And you could still buy their ones from like last season, and
yes, you can.
They're almost like they're like the Madison.
No.
They're
the Napoli here, man. They're the Napoli of the USL right now. I'm gonna call them that. I'm gonna award them the Napoli award here. So yeah, Charlotte, y'all are just trying stuff. I do appreciate that. Just want to see a little bit better overall design. Just 2 of them we're not even going to talk about because they're completely internal, and we don't care about that. So with this kit and with all the other ones that y'all have been trying to do for alternatives, maybe get 1 or 2 really good ones instead of like 4 all over the place. So this has been the Charlotte Independence and the Somos Charlotte kit for 2025. 4 kits down and 2 kits to go, and we're just about to hit the hour mark. Dos más. But it's just fun. We spent an hour. It's because of that Charlotte kit and that Oakland kit. Really, there's a lot of things we talked about here. But we got 2 more here. One that has had some divided opinions. Not quite as much from us here at the show.
I think we agree on this one. Is it?
It's about the same.
Yeah.
And so we have, this one I knew what they're doing. I'm going to just pop it up here. If you haven't been on kits, socials for USL, when this kit got released here, I saw a whole bunch of mixed reviews. And I think where we came up as a score matches that, personally. I think that fits perfectly where it is.
Yeah, it's a good average of what the kit verse has been saying.
The kit verse. You know what? I'm going to call that an episode. KitSZN. Into the kit verse. But
this copyright. Be careful. That's Disney, man.
We have enough stewing power. We can do it. So, but without further ado, up next is the Portland Hearts of Pine, the Blazes kit. Listen, or the Blaze kit. Listen, I love what they did here, and I think it's a better attempt at actually representing the more rural hunting type
Mm-hmm.
of motif. It's just not as creative as what we saw with Birmingham's
Yep.
Jägermeister kit, which was just kind of cool and woodsy with the with the deer on it. And I think for what this is supposed to be representing, I think it did the job what it needed to do. I just don't know if it matches up with the other two kits that Portland released this year.
Yeah, that's going to be a hard argument to make. I tried to look at this one by itself because of that issue. And my issue that I came with this is that I'm pretty sure I saw this T-shirt at Walmart the other day,
That's
because
also the thing.
I live in Missouri. So,
Yeah.
and it's so hard for me to be like, oh, that's so Portland, when every rural area is this.
Yeah.
So, because I feel like this is the opposite issue that I was finding with the last kit. The last kit was casting a wide thing, saying like, "Hey, we have all these people here," but this one's like, "No, we're hunters. We're woodsy." I'm like, I live, I have woods and people hunt right there.
Yeah. Same in
So like,
Indiana. It's pretty
yeah,
big.
and in Kentucky, the entire South. Now, is this going to sell to all those people? Is it going to reach that other um, market, kind of like what we talked about with the Birmingham one? Can it reach the rural market and bring them into soccer?
In
Maybe,
Portland, maybe.
hopefully. In Portland, definitely. But see, even though, like, first of all, this is the one Portland, right? The main Portland that we all know and love, Washington.
No. This is
No, okay,
Portland, Maine.
Maine. Oh, it says
Look
God.
at the kit sponsor.
That's oh God,
The
God,
sponsor will tell you, my dude.
my guy. Come on, my guy.
It's right there.
But yeah, I'm just gonna sit here and act stupid for a minute.
All right, I'll let you collect your thoughts. I'm gonna dive into my scores.
I'm gonna just drink my moss.
We're not product placing here. If you haven't noticed with drinking, I haven't drank in a Mountain Dew for a show in quite a bit now.
Well, they won't pay us.
Well, no, I'm cutting out my soda, so I
No.
do it myself. But
This is hydration.
yeah, so it's water. Anyways, so I'm diving into my scores here. I think design and aesthetics, this is not my vibe. Personally, I like the orange. I'm always like orange and black. That just look good. It always reminds me of the Ford Hamilton. I always like them a bit. So, and also a little bit of my Loudoun, but Loudoun's a little bit more of a blue. Anyways, so I don't mind the orange. I need some more orange, but it is camo isn't my thing. I'm gonna put it that way. It's not for me. This kit wasn't designed for me, and I do think the overall look it just doesn't overall fit. So I think it's a 3. When it comes to authenticity and tradition, as something that we've kind of talked about here, is the authentic tradition. This can be applicable to almost any country, like any countryside, any forest, any hunters out there outside of not just Maine. So I think it loses a little bit of that there. But now I'm put up Michael. Oh my gosh, Mitchell Ketchin saying, "How many hidden hearts can you find?" And now I'm going to zoom in on here to see if I can see any hidden. You know what? I'll do that after I do my score box. I'm going to finish my score and then I'll keep diving into it.
No, I got it. One.
So
next.
Yeah, I'll say you count in your head, and yeah. And so for visual details and execution, I gave a 3. But if there's hidden hearts in here, that's just kind of a cool little Easter egg. It might need to bump up my score to a 4. But I give a 3 overall. It's just camouflage. I don't think there's much of a detail going on here, and I do think not going monochromatic with the crest being all white and like silver or even or whatever. I think it was a bit of a miss here. Kind of like what we talked about with the Loudoun kit. I think this one is important to do that, even more so. I think the Loudoun one was okay, just I think it was white enough in that area. This one, the green looks even more out of place on this. And I think that kind of hurts a little bit. But Invasion Impact, it's a solid 3. It'll get the job done. I think it'll do what it needs to do. There's awfully a lot of stuff. And there is a launch sleeve version too. So
Yeah, there is. That's what
I
I'm
do
looking at
want
right
to
now.
pop those up if I can find it.
Oh, I found a heart.
Let's see. Let me pull up. Well, also, yeah, you can see some of the photos here. It's really aimed for like that hunters crowd and a little bit more of that rural crowd, which I think looks good. It's doing what it needs to do. So let me go ahead and
Oh, the
pull up
marketing is great. Like going through.
yes.
So I just like clicked on the like new arrivals thing, and all the
Yeah.
pictures is like the first one's a soccer player, but then there's a guy with a walking stick, and then a
Yeah.
woman boating, and then a kid on an ATV, and then clearly, just a trucker, and then the classic lumberjack look. Like they're definitely going for the outdoorsy, woodsy sell.
Yeah.
So you can get the trucker hat to go with it.
I'm just saying, if this is your fit, you got it all right there. You got it all.
Michael with a good point. Yeah, value added to the long sleeve just because there is more on it.
Honestly, yeah. Like I wish our score we did like we don't factor in lawn sleeves, but if teams keep releasing lawn sleeve kits, there should be some positive value added to our kit value when we get to that. So I'm just like
adds an extra 0.25 to anything we do.
or whatever, right? Just like lawn sleeves just look good, and we need more lawn sleeves, particularly in teams that play up north more. I'm talking like Indianapolis, Detroit, Madison,
Maine,
Portland, Boise, Spokane,
even the other Portland,
Eugene. Yeah, the other Portland. All these more northern, a little bit more colder climates. Give us some more lawn sleeves, please. But anyway, so I give it a 3 overall from me. Box. What's your score?
Same sentiments. Design aesthetics. It's not my design, and that's going to be the hard part for this rating system because it looks like something like I'll see at where I get my oil from. But yeah, I started seeing a lot of the hearts on there.
I did too.
Yeah,
That's
I
clever.
do. That's a nice little design in there. Authenticity and tradition, though, like when I saw this come out, I'm like, that's so Portland. Like that's so what this team has been doing. They've been really trying to like essentially innovate by utilizing the country style. Because even the first kit that just broke the internet, the lumberjack kit.
Yes, that was Maine through and through.
But like it's literally just green and dark green.
Green and blue.
Hey, was it blue?
Yes.
I thought it was just
that's our main colors are green and blue.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you're right. It was the navy. But yeah, it was just like a simple kit, but it was long sleeve and it was very Maine. And it was so nice.
Yeah.
And fair scores. Fans in Maine were very hit or miss in a release, but after the debut, people are eating them up. I'm not surprised.
Yeah, and I think that tracks for the scores that we gave it here. I think a solid, once Spot goes with his, we did overall 2.88. I think that is atypical of a kit that is good, but it's above average, but it's not anything that's going to write home. I think the marketing was excellent, and I think people will love it when they see it. I just don't see people clamoring over this as much as we saw with the home kit.
And I think that's like the outside of Maine. I feel like the Maniacs. Ooh, can we keep circulating at that? I'm so proud of that.
Yeah, I kind of love it. Maniacs.
The Maniacs, the Portland fans,
yes,
are going to eat these up. They're going to buy them so quickly.
Oh yeah.
And I honestly, I might have too. Like if I lived up there, because even if you're not into that type of stuff, if you live in certain areas, like I have a few camo shirts.
Yeah.
I wear them to the county fair, but just so I could be one of the guys. But
well, no,
wear pink.
I'll say it like this: is that like here in Indianapolis? I'm not a racing fan. I don't like racing. Indianapolis is known for the Indy 500. It's not something that I care about, like, at all.
Right.
And I will pick up the Race and Indy kit because
Right.
it is my thing. And because the team released it. And I think this falls, for those who are even on the miss side for the kit, right? We'll pick this up. This is a cool kit. It's for the team. Go for it.
Yeah. So innovation, honestly, with the little hearts, I feel like that helps the innovation. I'm not going to change the score and be that guy anymore. But when I first saw this, I was like, yeah, I see this at Walmart. I see this at Tractor Supply where I go and buy my oil for my car.
Yeah.
But yeah, I go in there and I think about buying shirts all the time because they're very comfortable shirts, like soft cotton shirts.
Right.
But yeah, so that was 275 for me, 288 overall. The issue that this one, and it's always going to be an issue with this, is that they get the best versions of their jerseys that they can, and they're expensive because they're Hummel, but they get the good Hummel.
Right.
So it's $110 short sleeve, and then $120 long sleeve.
Yeah.
So they get a kit value of a 26.14, and that's very low on our list.
Very low, honestly.
Yeah, like most of the ones that got like mass scores and that were like 80, 90, $100, most of the time are like in the 30s. Like 30s are kind of normal. But you trying out different stuff? Oh, you went to try out 120? Yeah.
So if we were to, obviously, the kit value of 26.14, it's not great unless you're really committing to buying this kit. If we decide to add a 0.5 to the overall score to accommodate the launch sleeve here, with it being 120, it does bump it up to 28.13. So it does increase it slightly. And that's something that we should play with here going forward. But yeah, this looks good. And honestly, if there is this demographic of soccer people who also hunt, I'm guaranteed there are people out there like that. You can go hunting in this. Like, and you would be almost compliant with like what you're supposed to do. I think that's important to note as well.
I think this would probably be fine to wear hunting. Maybe add an extra vest just in case you're.
Yeah, but this should be fine.
Yeah, we can see you.
So yeah, yeah, we can see you. So with that, this has been the Portland Hearts of Pine, the Blaze kits. A bit of hit or miss on that.
Yeah.
So
I want Portland to keep swinging.
Yes, I love it.
Don't stop, Portland. Give me a fishing kit.
Give me a fishing kit. This is technically a fishing kit?
No, it's a hunting kit. I want a fishing kit.
Well, one of the photos have them fishing, by the way.
She's on a boat.
I've seen a few fishing. Anyways, this last kit here, I'm going to upset a few people with, but this next kit here is the one that got a lot of attention. I think for just solid reason. This is the Sacramento Republic Fall Back Attack Kit. Basically, imagine if Sacramento Republic existed back in the 90s. I love the concept.
Yeah. I need to see a Louisville version of this.
Here's my hot take, and I'm going to stick with it. I don't like 90s era kits. I don't care how modernized they did them. I am not a fan of retro kits. That's just me. It's a particular choice that I don't like. And it's just not for me. I'm always a more modern. I like today's modern style. I don't like old school like this. But I will say the closest one that I came to liking were the Rowdies and their 50th anniversary kits because it wasn't bold and potentially goofy like how this can sometimes look, given that more in-your-face look of the 90s. I like the crests of the 90s. I don't like the kits of the 90s.
90s goalkeeper kits are the pinnacle of soccer jerseys,
I disagree, but hey, I'm not going to
specifically
convince you.
goalkeepers.
You're not going to convince me. Just
Right.
saying. Just saying.
But our score was
You can
this
say whatever you
close.
want.
Our scores were this close on this one. So I think half of this is our age difference. This is the few things that our age difference gets us on. And because I'm in my 30s, I am a 90s child. He was what,
So am I.
99? You were born in
I'm
99.
96, boy.
You were born in 96? We're only 5 years off?
I was born in 96. I'm
But
turning
you,
29 here next week.
but like when
But
you
by the
turn
way, I have a birthday
5,
certificate.
but when you turn 5 and you're in kindergarten and you're starting to work with all the other kids and you're starting to
2000.
learn how other things are, 2000s.
Yes.
So like I feel like that's when culture comes into play, when you start talking to other kids.
Yes.
That's for everybody. So I feel like it starts in kindergarten. Is like even like preschool. Like my boys don't play with other kids. Like they do, but they're just playing vlogs. They're not talking about, oh, did you see that new episode of Paw Patrol? Oh, dope. Yeah, it was dope. And they don't say 6, 7, and all that stuff. So
See, listen, what I think you just encapsulated is why I'm more of what they've dubbed a zillennial. I'm in between
yeah,
Gen Z and millennial because I kind of do both. I
but
get this. I don't like it. I understand it. I may not. It's not my thing. I'm not quite a millennial
yeah.
who would more like this. I'm more of a Gen Z who probably doesn't.
So I will
That
say
makes sense.
it was definitely an interesting choice to go with the, what was it, like the Revolution did this back in the day? Pretty sure this is a
Yes.
Revolution kit.
Yes.
But on the other hand, they're a bear and it's claws.
I mean, it
So it
works.
works. Exactly. Uh, this is a pivotal 90s kit. It honestly, I think it looks even better on the, uh, I'm assuming female model, and because it looks like it has much wider sleeves, and that was such a 90s thing. I think it's because
Yes.
it's the unisex jersey.
I hate that so much.
The just giant sleeves just flopping around everywhere.
Oh no, I hate that
I will
so much.
agree that jerseys have gotten better. It's a positive nostalgia for me. Again, I'm actually more of a modern person too, but I love classic jerseys because of the positive nostalgia I have with them. Like
See,
you just don't have the nostalgia with them. So your nostalgia starting in the mid 2000s, and that's where your
yeah,
nostalgia comes in. So like we both love Pokemon, but you start off in Gen 2 and you have that positive, and I started off with Gen 1. I have that positive. So when you see Gen 1, you're like, oh yeah, those are cool. I appreciate those. But Charmander's cool, but he's no Cyndaquil.
right. Actually,
Totodile,
what was the first ones that I really did? I think mine was mainly leaf green when I was growing up.
which is interesting because that's just a remake of Gen 1.
Yeah, but no, but I'll say this here. I talked about this when we talked about US kits. I didn't like the original denim kit because it was a 90s style kit. And everyone fawns over it. I don't like it.
No, everybody hated it then, though. That's the hilarious part.
But I'm
But now
saying
it has that
people
positive
nowadays love
nostalgia.
it, and
Yep.
I'm just like, nah, I don't care. I feel with this aesthetically, with that, it's still a beautiful kit. And I'll also dive right into my score here before we keep
Yeah.
ranting about this. We'll move on.
No.
So, design aesthetics. This looks solid. This isn't perfect for me just because of the over the top 90s look. It just doesn't cut it for me. And I think that's why this is not perfect. But I think the score that we gave it is a fantastic score. So I gave it a 4 overall. Authenticity and tradition. I can't give it points for being a retro kit because the team didn't exist. I like the prompt that they did, and I like that they incorporated the bears, the claws of the bear. They even did a retro kit here. I had a crest here, which is really
Yeah.
kind of a cool thing. This reminds me of one of those what if things that you did on like your prompt on social media.
Yeah.
That like
All
are
the
fun
AI
thought
stuff.
exercises. Yeah, they're fun thought exercises, but like it's not authentic and it's not their tradition. So I give them some points to it. So I did them at 4. Okay. I did it for visual details. I think they killed what they were going for with this. It's out of the park. 5. It's perfection in terms of details and execution. This is 90s.
Yeah,
You
like
could
even the black part,
take a photo of this, and you just think this is a team playing in the 90s.
like even
I love that.
like even the black part, you could see the detailing of like the diagonal stripes going through. Like
Mm-hmm.
they really
It
went
looks
into this
amazing,
details.
and even the little bit of the oversized collar. I love it.
Yeah,
But when it's innovation and impact, I give it a 5 as well. This thing broke the internet. Once again, this thing just like was everywhere. Everyone picked it up and loved it. I still like this shit overall. It's a 4.5 for me. You don't see teams going backwards in tradition when the team didn't even exist during that time. That is cool. I'm doing huge props for that. It's the 4.5 overall from me.
and I can agree to what you're saying. I absolutely love this style look. So aesthetically pleasing to me, it's a 5. I 100% hear you a lot with the tradition and like representing the team, because how do you have a tradition like this and they didn't exist? On the other hand, I feel like they're utilizing their colors, they're utilizing their brand, they rebrand it for this, but they're still like the Republic FC have always been the bear, it has the bear on it, on the crest, and it has the bear scratches in the claws. So like I feel like they're still utilizing their brand and utilizing their team. They have their colors, everything like that. So that's why that's still a 5 for me. Because not that it's a 90s kit, but that it's a still like this color scheme and the bear slush, like I could still see that this is a Republic jersey.
And that's always where we've also differed, by the way, when it comes to the tradition part. Just because they always incorporate the team does not always make it authentic.
But
We've
like
always kind of
if I
disagreed on
took that badge off though, you see these color schemes. I said like this is a USL kit. Now I will say like I would have to add this is a USL kit. You'd be like, oh, is that Sacramento? Yeah.
I'm just saying. Yeah, I don't disagree.
Because I agree to the point, like I know it's annoying when I say like there's a bear on it and they have a bunch of bears throughout and they just utilize their badge
Yeah.
and copy and paste and make a little graphic design out of it. That one I can understand with what you're saying. I like it. But uh what's next? I have you big right now, so I stopped looking at my thing because I gave a 5.
No, you did 5 across the board.
I know, I was just trying to think what the next board was. Visual details and execution, just like you said, just nailed it. Like this is clearly a 90s kit. Like it is.
Yeah.
Like there's no way that this wasn't real. I know it wasn't, but I don't believe that I know it was.
Yeah.
It's like everything in life these days. I know what I saw, but I still call bullshit. That's my one cuss word today.
Damn. You took it. You took the
Yeah.
quota. It's normally mine.
And then the last one is creativity and innovation impact. Obviously a 5. One thing that I fear, but also I really hope happens, is that we see more of this. But also, it's going to be the issue that I don't think we are. I really don't. I think there has been a lot of big hits lately with like we talk about classicfootballshirts.com and stuff like that. To like people are liking vintage a lot these days, and I think they did this perfectly, and they did it first, and they did it right. The next team that tries to do this, I don't think will do it perfect and do it right. I think they're going to try to do what they did and utilize their colors, and it's not going to hit.
Technically speaking, Des Moines did this first. Technically.
They were around in the 90s.
Yes, but they technically had like a 90s throwback. And it didn't specifically honor a past kit. They just had a 90s style kit.
But they utilized their old badge. They didn't make a whole new badge. I hear what you're saying, though. So like if Louisville City came out with a 90s kit next year or something like that, like I'm going to eat it up. I'm going to buy it so quickly. But I'm also going to be like, Sac did it first. And
I'm just
honestly, this
saying,
would with Puma, Sac probably
at some
be
of this
better.
point, some of these teams will be. I think we're starting to call it out now. Some of these teams are doing gimmicky kits. I don't want this to be the next gimmick.
This is kind
We're
of
like,
gimmicky.
hey,
And if it,
one night kit. They don't like it because they're first. I don't want this to become the next gimmick.
this is the next map kit, guys.
No, I'm talking like one night kits that they released. They have a whole fashion line for one night. Just saying, I didn't see it happening.
I'd be okay if this was an away kit. Just every away game, you look like you're in the 90s.
No, trash
Yes.
it, bin it. We're in the 2020s. So with the 4.75 overall from us here at KitSZN, let us know if this should have been a perfect 5 and tell me how, if I'm wrong or if he's overhyping it. And see, this should have joined the Oakland Roots Bay watershed as perfection from tonight. But what we wanted it to is the kit value, given that this is being sold at $97, so a bit cheaper than a normal Hummel.
Which is that like a hit? Like it was like the year 97 or something? Like why 97?
Maybe.
That's just
Who knows?
That was my guess. Like, is this supposed to look like the year is 1997? Because 97 is a weird choice for a price.
Hey, it's not. It's less weird than Minneapolis City 69. So I'm just saying.
No, you know what they're doing there.
Choice. Oh, I know what they're doing there. So with this score of 4.75, this is a kit value of $48.97. I want to reiterate this tonight. Kits that we saw tonight, they're all really good. Don't say that, none of these were bad. They were just at different levels of each other. Generally, the third and fourth kits a team release are usually pretty freaking good. Yeah. They're really good. So this tracks at a 48.97, one of the better ones that you'll see. It just did outbeat some cheaper kits. That's literally the only reason this isn't a higher kit value. That's the only reason.
Like the price point.
Yeah.
Because again, it missed.
All I'm saying is
by 1 point, essentially, like one score.
Yeah. So all I'm going to say as I wrap up this here is Sacramento Republic, I love what you did here. Don't do this again, please. That's it. Make this a one and done and call it like, the same goal for like someone who just like top the charts and then go on. That's it. This is it. This is your one time you get to do this. I love it. This is gold. Leave it that way.
I agree with that, sadly, because I need someone to make an AI generator for me so I can see other teams like this.
No, don't need to see that.
No, I want to see it, but I agree with you that I don't want other teams to produce it. Or if they come out, I would be okay if Louisville came out with a 90s night and they came out with like special warm-ups or t-shirts and stuff like that.
That's what I'm saying. Is don't be the next gimmick. Next little thing. Like,
90s nights have been a gimmick for a bit now. Backstreet Boy night, The Office. I know that's not 90s, that's 2000s. But those are all these minor league baseball team nights.
I don't want those types of nights in our things. But that's just me. That's not what you come to this show for. So with that, this is the Sacramento Republic Fall Back Attack Kit.
Bless you.
Whew. All right. So with that, I'm going to wrap up the kit ratings here for tonight. And now here, just so we can do as we always do, Fox, what kit are you wearing tonight? Just for y'all are don't aware, it's Leap Path Part 2 this weekend. So we got to do accordingly. And also breast cancer awareness month. So what's rocking?
Actually, normally it's October, but it is October. See?
It is.
I just clicked. I'm like, wait, it's October. And Louisville City's coming out with a special edition jersey that they're rocking this weekend. It's a full pink. I will be 100% honest. It is a template. I mean, you're wearing a template too right now.
Oh, yeah, 100%. I don't care. I love pink.
Right. As I say, like, I like pink. This was the template too. But I really like what they did with this. Like I love the badge, how it had the purple background and everything in it, and just the peak detailings throughout. This is actually one of my favorites that they like one night kits that they came out with because they don't really
Yeah.
do one night kits usually.
Nope.
Usually Louisville does warm up kits for special occasions. So I appreciate this kit, and this is a championship year because we only had one star for 1 year.
Wouldn't know.
So yeah, it's nice. It's on for 3 though. I think the math is right. If we win against y'all this weekend, we'll be back to back supporter shields. I think the math's right. We might need next week, but I think the math is right for this week.
All I know is that we're doing probably our best to not let that happen. So,
I know.
so what I'm rocking here was Indy's Puma era when we got some basic ass templates from Puma. Except this one's pink, and they actually went with the monochrome pink crest, which I think is obviously
I
a
really
beautiful
like that
touch.
badge.
I wish this was white the Puma, but everything else is on point. I love what this. I see this tip quite a bit actually in Indy because as much as we Dave stick to Puma, the Bumble was a nice little template. We just wish they did a little bit more with it, and we all love the pink here that the team actually did wear, which is important to note.
Right.
Sometimes Indy hasn't had a third hit outside of this season since we did this. So I love it. This is one of my favorite hits. It looks really good. And also, make sure you're on the right side of the river this weekend. I would have been there. I would have been in Louisville if I didn't get scheduled, which is stupid. So, I would have been there. So,
I'll be in Missouri. I'll be at a wedding actually.
oh, you're at a wedding. Cool.
Yeah.
Well,
So,
as
I'll get
always, so I'm going to do it here. So I'm going to say thanks once again to our lovely patrons down below. And you know where to find us for more content and all that stuff, and how to directly support us down below, and all the socials as well here on YouTube and Spotify, as well as our social media handles. So with that, that is all we're doing. And I'm going to say actually a little bit of a goodbye, so I can chop the video here once I do a little goodbye and then go right into the giveaways because I don't want to speak too long of an episode. So, with that, we appreciate everyone for sitting for an hour and a half. Great discussion on 6 hits with some various topics. So we appreciate y'all for tuning in to us. I know it's a little bit of a late one for East Coasters, a little bit. So we appreciate y'all. We love y'all. And we'll see you for the season finale next week. Appreciate y'all. We'll see y'all next week. 3, 2. And now I'm going to go right to the live dates for people just because I just want to cut it. It'll be easy for the Spotify. Blame the Spotify and me being lazy. So now quickly, I'm going to pop up here. If y'all remember, we have some giveaways to do. We did the options and y'all responded. So we got 4 giveaway options, and this is the very first one. It is the At a Time Fit Outfitters hat, the Taluca, and the I can't remember the other one. It might be a Dallas Burn wristband. So we'll be giving away that one to one of these 5 people who signed up for that. So, and once you win one of these, I'm going to pull your name out of the rest of the drawings because I don't want you winning 4 prizes. So, yes, I know. So without further ado, here it's been number 1 for the At a Time Outfitters giveaway. All right, Jonathan C.
Whoa!
You have, I know, right? You have won option A. I'll be reaching out to you, Jonathan, here whenever I actually have a moment to breathe. So, up next here, we have our next giveaway, and I will go ahead and put that up here. Let me put in some of the names here. Get y'all all set up. I had to do 4 separate ones here, you know? We tried to get all the names right. Let's see, Frank, Chris. Oh, Dan. Get out of here, Dan. All right. So this next one here, and y'all get to see my little lovely images here. The next one here is the Atomic City kits. I got these on accident as women's sizes. They're smalls, but we got 2 of them here for Atomic City out in Las Vegas. So we'll be sending them to you for free. To one of these lucky
They're cool looking.
guests. They are cool looking. I just don't fit a women's small.
Nah.
So
Yet.
I don't think I ever. Well, it depends if I lose weight still, but we'll see. So our winner here is Chris. Congratulations, Chris. We'll be reaching out about this, and this is the only one that you signed up for. So congrats, Chris.
Oh, good. That's obviously. Some people try to sign up for everything. Just want to win stuff, and Chris wanted this one. That's
Chris,
good.
Yeah. All right. So our next drawing here is for the Louisville City package. Like I said, the team on the wrong side of the river. We have a fun little scarf for y'all. We have a magnet. We also, that's not their colors, but okay, cool. I'll roll with it. And so we got a wristband, got some stickers, we got a magnet, and we got a scarf. So let's see who is taking this home. And yes, I'm sorry because I will never wear any of this that I got from the team and such. So sorry, not sorry. Bill G.
Bill G.
It almost sounds like Bill. I almost want to say Bill Nye, like Bill G. Or like Belgium. Like Belgium. The country.
And send me his address also. I'm going to send him those tickets that we had.
Okay, I'll have to contact them, and I'll get that information. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Dope.
They'll add on to the Louisville one because I know you were trying to give one to me, but I just can't get to Louisville. So hopefully, maybe Bill's actually in the area and
maybe.
Yeah. If Bill's not, that could be another prize we give away. There's a couple games left in the season.
Yeah, we'll see. But so this last one here, I just put the photo back to Ad Time Outfitters. This one here, Fox will have a photo and we'll reach out to you. So we'll do all 3 people. We'll see what order you get it, so that we can then have you select how many wristbands that this man has left to send you, of the ones that we have left. I think we got 3.
Yeah.
We'll send a photo. We'll have you choose first person.
Everybody gets one.
Yes, they'll get first dibs. So we'll see who gets first. So up first looks to be Jay. Let's remove you. Then it's between Albert and Frank, who's in option number 2. This appears to be in Albert's favor. So congratulations to all of our winners. I will be reaching out here probably Sunday when I actually have some moment to breathe and kind of do my thing. So I will be reaching out, and congratulations to everybody for participating. We appreciate everybody for tuning in this long season. We've done a lot of kits for y'all, and we are more than happy to give away some of this cool stuff that we have picked up throughout the season from our good friends across the USL. And now with that, I will say thank you to everyone so much for staying on with us. It's a little longer episode. We appreciate y'all, and we'll see you for the season finale next week. Love y'all. Enjoy the night. Ooh. Run button.